I know, I'm fairly certain, that none of you came here today to hear me give a speech, so I will be brief. Thank you so much. You know, it's common at events like this to remind everyone that the word commencement represents the idea of beginning. And I'm sure that it seems odd to you that we use the term that reflects this idea of beginning at a graduation ceremony. In fact, I'm thinking you are probably wondering why we don't use words that represent finishing, like culmination or conclusion, or from a contemporary perspective, series finale. To stick with that metaphor for a bit, I'm reminded about how I feel when I finally finish binging on that series on Netflix or HBO. Like you, I start casting about, looking for that next great series that I want to watch, pestering my friends to find out what to do next, what to watch next, or just Googling the next best thing. If you're like me, when you finish watching a series on Netflix or HBO or some other place, there's a mourning period associated with reaching the series finale. There's a sense of accomplishment for having finished something, but I know that I will miss Littlefinger and Brienne and Cersei and Tyrion and Daenerys and the whole Stark clan. I'm going to miss interacting with them till 3 or 4 in the morning every night. There's some comfort, in fact, in sticking with what you know, which probably explains why after I cast around for a bit, I'm back watching Game of Thrones for the third time now. Many of you are doing the same thing with Parks and Recreation in The Office, I'm sure. So there you sit, proud of what you've accomplished in the past 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 years to bring you here today. And I'm also very proud of your accomplishments. Some of you are casting about as well, looking for that next thing to do, asking your friends, Googling up what I'm going to do next. Some of you already have that plan planned out. Still others of you, like me and Game of Thrones, are thinking, can't we just do this all over again? I'm going to miss Braylon Hunt, Lieutenant Justin Browning, Kristen Bratton, Brian Hall, Hannah Bowie, these students who will soon be walking across the stage and getting their certificates and diplomas. I'm going to miss them. Can I just do it all over again? But I'm hoping that instead of just wanting to do it all over again, you'll start thinking about moving forward with your life. And we look forward to watching you grow and to change the world in the ways we've helped prepare you for. If it has not happened already, I guarantee you that people around you are thinking about what you're going to do next. In the next day or two, someone is going to ask you the dreaded question, what are you going to do after graduation? I remember several years ago walking in the back rooms like you were back just a few minutes ago and ran into one of my students and I asked her, what are you doing after graduation? And she said, me and Grandma are going to Outback. And I was like, I don't mean like right after graduation, I mean like after graduation. But I understand what she was thinking about, and she said, I'm going to start looking for a job, and she told me about the outcome of her life. But some of us are barely thinking about what we're doing right after graduation, but I know that you're prepared to do well no matter what your plans are. It's my hope that as you sit there that you know the same thing, that Arkansas State has prepared you to find a way for when you leave this campus today, and I mean a way beyond finding your local restaurant, a way to help change the world around you. While you have certainly learned facts and theories about how the world works, I hope you learned other lessons as well that will challenge you through the rest of your days. I especially hope that you learned how to learn and how to think critically about our world, because it is changing so rapidly that if you only took with you what you know today, you'll be in trouble in just a few years. I also hope that we've helped foster a love of learning, beyond just memorizing for a test, but learning for its own sake. Our lives are all richer when we grow and when we evolve and when we continue to learn. Finally, I hope that we have instilled in you a passion for others who are less fortunate than we are. In the past year, we have talked a lot on our campus about how the strength of the red wolf is the pack and how the strength of the pack is found in each red wolf. We are all nobler beings when we push aside self-interest and when we stand for others who cannot stand for themselves. Knowing many of you as I do, I am encouraged by about the future of our region, our state, our country, and our world. Godspeed, Red Wolves, and good luck.